Hello everybody, Fearmy Games here with the new episode of the Guild Wars Prophecies playthrough. You might have just seen that the webcam a little bit strange there for a second, because I realized that when I sit down, I have to adjust the monitor down a little bit, so that way when I'm sitting, it's looking straight at me. When I'm standing up, I can't have it like that, I have to have it facing up. So I was just fixing that real fast. Thankfully, I've gotten pretty good at that, so I think I got the webcam working just fine. Last time we did the Alona Reach mission after realizing we can't ascend yet until we, do other missions. I thought we would have a quest or something to it, but no, actually it just tells us go north, go east, and go south. Yeah, Windows, my tongue. We have the fighter, so we're gonna need our henchies. I'm going to get the cultist too. I'm gonna bring Mox mostly because of the fact that at this point you probably should have him if you probably have him if you already, and the fact that honestly this is not even a mission. This is just me doing some exploration at this point. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go in here even though we don't have it yet. This is me. I want to see like what progresses here, because honestly, Prophecies is the campaign I remember the least. Probably because it's the one I think I've only done a complete playthrough of Prophecies once. Well, I've done complete Prophecies of Nightfall like two times, almost three times, I think. Yeah, and I've done Factions like 4 or 5 times or something like that. So it looks like, I think this was, I think this is from Alona Reach. This is the Vision Crystal, I think. I actually assumed it would be kind of over here, because there's like 3 missions and 3 things over here. But I don't think that was there last time. So, for some reason I can't hear my game at all. Very quiet. There we go. That's a bit better. Now I can actually hear the game. I hope it didn't make it too loud in the on the recording though. Let's see. So you fell. So let's see. The Thirsty River, which is to the east. So I think we'll go to the east now. We're gonna go for the Thirsty River. I think I might have to actually re-invite all those henchies and stuff back to my party. I didn't really think ahead when I just started inviting them. Apparently, I did not think ahead enough. Got the mage, got the protector henchie, got the healer henchie. And so I guess what we're going to do is, I think east. The easiest way to go east is to head out this northern exit and then head east. We'll see if we can find the Thirsty River. I hope the Thirsty River, if the Thirsty River does not quite like the map there, then that would be hopeful. According to my map, the Thirsty River is in the southeast, not just due east. But we'll see. We'll see what we can find. I'm actually gonna head this way to where the singular Hydra is and just try to go around them. I don't need to murder everything in sight, just a lot of things in sight. Okay. Looks like we got some pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. And by the way, for those of you that, oh my god, I forgot to clear my inventory. Pick it up. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness. Ooh. I just couldn't go through the bush. I was like, no, not my pumpkin pie. You're not gonna take it from me, are you? Though I say that, but I'm not actually a giant fan of pie. If I'm being entirely honest. Let's see. Yeah, killing that one Hydra's allowed us to just go. Oh, maybe. Oh, Orion almost aggro that Hydra. Pizzy stopped for a moment, I think, to cast Fire Attunement. I was waiting for you, bucko. I don't understand why Mox was randomly just like, and I'm going to walk backwards. My guess is for the reason why the melee guys are so weird must be because I am running a cat. I don't usually play casters, except in party play. The only caster I think I've really played has been an elementalist. I played a little bit of an elementalist, and I played monks. But usually when I play my monk, I'm usually in a party setting. Though I have done a little bit of group play, but honestly, I feel like only in this video series does the AI act weird. Or at least I'm or maybe because I'm more aware of it, because a lot of the time when I'm playing Guild Wars 1 at this point is with my other characters. Usually what I'm doing is I have like a video or something I'm watching on this side, and I have the game here. So maybe I'm just so focused on the game right now, like when I'm recording these videos, that I notice these little weird little things, and they've always done this, or it's something new. No meteor, none of that fireball either, and now you're dead. Oh. Just in time, I got my my interrupt spell got back to me. Hope all of you are having a good, nice Thanksgiving week for those of you in the United States. I'll be visiting family. I'm recording this video naturally before the Friday when it's supposed to release. I do apologize for the last video coming out a little late, but that just couldn't be helped. Busy schedule that. What was that? What was that sound? There's a very large rumbling sound. I don't know. Nothing else seems to have happened, so I guess it must have either just been me, or maybe that was the closet. That might have been the closet door. I've never really heard it being super loud like that, but maybe. Oh, that went by. Well, neither of them cast Meteor first, so that's a bit awkward. I am surprised that neither of these guys did cast Meteor first. They both cast Fireball first. Let's see. I'm thinking I might go that way, but I want to see if there's anything over here. Because I've not gone this way yet. I want to see what it's like. Maybe visiting family, like a lot of time with my girlfriend's family, and then a little bit of time with mine. You may also be a. You're gonna cast Backfire on me, aren't you? Oh, never mind. It was all the mage. I mean, understandable. The life boy. I'm gonna keep an eye on him so he doesn't heal too much. Damn, that Reversal of Fortune. I wonder if Reversal of Fortune works on Backfire. I didn't really ever think of that. If that's the case, that's very intriguing. Good job, Mox, finding the healer. I mean, with that, now both of the enemy has no healers, and we have 2 healers, so we should be fine in time. Perfect. The enemy. Where is my healer henchman? Oh, there she is. I wasn't quite sure where the guys were who were targeting her, but we found them. We accidentally aggroed 2 groups when I was trying to take down one. Or maybe that was the whole group, but we only had aggroed part of him at first, and so the other part kind of flanked us because of it. But we won it in the end. You know. See, there's the life band, so I'm gonna focus fire on that one. Because always kill the healer first, if you can identify it. Alright. Let's see, so it looks like he's going after the Mesmer now. I'm gonna help him out. The Zen moment that everyone must achieve when it comes to melee heroes, I think, is always focus where the melee guy is, so he doesn't go all ape on you. There, that guy's dead. At least you should be. You know, this is a little bit of a waterway. Does this mean we're by the thirsty river? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. But we'll see what's over here at least. Now, that was the Salt Flats. That place is unexplorable, I believe. So yeah. Now this one, I didn't want to look up exact guide how to get there fast and not fast, because I felt it'd be more interesting to just do some exploring and find our way to it based on the description of the game. Let's see. Looks like we found an outpost called Destiny's Gorge. Are there any? I need to sell some stuff to you, merchant. I have a full inventory, and it's not acceptable that I forgot to do this last time. Inventory is full. Well, not inventory quite. It's not quite full, but that bag was full, I should say. Unidentified. Identify it. Highly salvageable. I like you with your highly salvageableness. Nice amount of bones there, in case I need it for anything. Probably if I ever make a necromancer. Probably will. Let's see. And I'll just sell everything, all the other junk in here. Let me salvage this, though. Oh, got some bolts of linen. That'll be nice to put into my bank. That was a good drop there. How much do I have left here? I should probably buy another salvage kit, considering I only have 3 left in this one. I want another expert salvage kit, because buying the superior salvage kit is a ripoff. Because, I mean, it's only gives you 4 times the charges, but costs 5 times as much. Doing the math, that does not seem like a fair trade to me. Anna Phipps. Apparently she has a quest that will give us some skills, apparently. Long ago, my people came to this desert, seeking ascension. We were met by strange snake-like creatures known as the Forgotten. My people immediately waged war on these creatures, thinking them mindless beasts. While out exploring one day, I came upon a lone Forgotten in Skyward Reach, and was amazed to find out that I could converse with the creature. I learned that his name was Cyrus Yeseth. He told me many of the secrets of this place, secrets that could have helped my people, but alas, I was too late. You should seek out Cyrus Yeseth in Skyward Reach if you would find out more about these Forgotten. Will you walk the path of wisdom? I will find this Forgotten, because he seems to have a very interesting lore dump. But we'll go back to him. We're on our quest. We're on a quest. We're not going to be led astray. Our quest is to the Skyward Reach. Apparently, that guy really liked the battles that he was in. Not sure why anyone would want that, unless they really are desperate to get a level 60 head mask. I don't know quite know why, but for some reason I'm kind of itchy. Normally I'm not itchy, especially after a shower, but for some reason I am a little itchy. It's weird sometimes how it does that. Let's see what's over here. This is technically, I mean, we're kind of going a little northeast-ish. I should probably start going a little south, but I kind of... Oh, Desert Griffin. They look actually kind of cool. They look like a little bit like, they look a lot more scaly and like bat-like. I thought they're like small dragons or something initially. I mean, can you really call them a griffin if they're not, you know, half bird, half lion? They seem more like half lion, half dragon. A ligon, you could say. They're both warriors. But honestly, these would be pretty cool to have as a pet. I mean, look how badass they look. That's really good. That's really good design on that one. I like it. I'm glad I went this way. Apparently there's a bridge up there. Maybe I can get to it. You know, one thing that Guild Wars 1 does is, like, you miss so many side quests sometimes if you don't explore, because there's a surprising amount of NPCs that are just sitting there by themselves. I'm pretty sure, like, I remember I was doing just some random Halloween stuff on my alt characters with some guildies, and I'm like, and I found, and we were in the swamps near Lion's Arch. I'm 99% sure that we missed that side quest because it's just in the middle of nowhere. And I'd be amazed if we actually did do it. Just because of how out of the way it was. Die, sandworm. Gee. I know, that should finish it off. Oh, there's a way down there. I was like, oh, maybe this is the end of the line over here, but I guess not. I guess not indeed. Well, there's only 2 of these griffins, so they should go pretty fast. And there's the first one's about to die there. It's the most efficient way for me to cast Conjure Phantasm as an opener because it doesn't add just a nice amount of damage and it gives me gives me a lot of room to be flexible. But when it comes down to it, I think with henchmen I need to do I think I might need a wand first, just because if the henchmen don't always attack, even though Mox is in a like murder, death, kill mode, or even if I'm not trying to kill something, usually they'll try to murder it. For example, I'll be like walking by trying to hide, and then they'll accidentally like enter the aggro range, like this little bubble here, of an enemy, and then suddenly they'll go rocketing off in that direction, and I'm like, well, I guess we're in battle now. I usually do that for like my backline henchies, because I want to make sure they're in instantly murder everything mode. Maybe that doesn't quite work as well. First the henchies, because the henchies don't have a murder kill mode. I think they're all just guard mode. So I call it murder kill mode, but it's just basically just attack mode. Mox is apparently doing a little bit of dancing there before he decided that Devourer was worthy of his time. He's like, I don't know. Doesn't seem like worth my time. And that was basically Mox right there. So it looks like we could go on this way down, or it was actually just going the right way on accident. By accident, I mean accidentally on purpose. Yeah, it looks like we can't go down this way. So I'm gonna go back the way I came from instead of fighting a needless battle. We accidentally on purpose went the right way to go south. I just wanted to be sure, and also make sure there's no NPCs here that maybe I wanted to interact with. Now, there's a bridge up there. I kind of want to kill the stuff up there and see if there's anything up there, though. Maybe might just be a side quest or something there. That is a possibility. On the way we go, on the way we go, on the way we go, on the way we go. Well, looks like we're going down here. That sand looks very bright. I mean, sand can't get very bright, but I'm like, look away, it burns. Just the mere sight of it. And more sand giants. What happened to these things in the next 250 years? I don't think we see these much in the Crystal Desert. No, it makes sense in the desert because there's kind of a, undead lich that we may or may not have released in the campaign that ended up killing everything. That's not really a spoiler at this point. It's a combination of an 8-year spoiler and a 3-year spoiler. It's a 5-year spoiler. It's basically a minimum 5 years of a spoiler and maybe potentially up to like 8-9 years of a spoiler. So, you can't fault me for mentioning it. There's a lot of these sand giants. I don't know if we have the AoE DPS here to survive this. There's a little bit more than I expected here. But we did kill a few of them, at least, before we're all dead. But yeah, there was a little bit more sand giants than I should have. Than I probably should have waited a little longer before I tried to go into murder kill mode myself on these giants. Now we can have to walk the whole way. You know, actually, can I go this way? You know, I want to go back and murder those guys, but I'm actually because I have loot there. But what's over here? Oh, that's back to Destiny's Gorge. So yeah, I can't. I could have gone this way too. Apparently, this is an alternative route. But I'm gonna go back there because I want to go into murder, death, kill of those sand giants, whatever's left of them. Because unlike us, they do not resurrect. They don't have a healer to cast res on them. I have an altar that casts res on me. Because the gods, I'm the chosen of the gods. Okay, well not yet. I'm not ascended, so I can't. I mean, in story wise, I have plot armor, so I might as well be, you know, chosen by the gods. But in game terms, I'm not yet, you know, ascended to the stars, so I'm not chosen yet of the gods. In that sense. Okay, I admit I'm not perfect. But neither are you, okay? So shut up. Just kidding. Oh. Apparently, we didn't murder these rock devourers the first time we were here, even though we walked past this exact point. You know, maybe this is one of those situations where the DM put in some random encounters because we took a long rest. Mark, just because you're blind doesn't mean you can run off like that. You're a robot. How are you blind? You could just activate your window wipers to clear that off of your whatever you see out of. It's kind of funny talking about DM and stuff like that. I was watching my girlfriend. We watched Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 last night. Very fun movies still, even after all this time. And I remember I was watching the opening sequence of the second one. I'm like, I told my girlfriend later that night, where I'm like, you know, if you're playing enough tabletop RPGs, you can basically paint this in your mind like a tabletop RPG. Because I was telling him like, oh, you know, it's like the party is hired by the sovereign. I think those are the gold people's names were. Oh, the party is hired by the sovereign to. Well, I can go there. It's hired by the sovereign to defeat this beast. And then they're like getting ready. One guy's like messing around saying, "I want some battle music with it." Okay, roll like if this is Savage Worlds kind of thing. Roll repair. I think in base Savage Worlds, I think you actually have a skill dedicated to it. Either way, I'm just gonna say repair because that's the one I know off the top of my head. Okay, you succeed. You succeed with support from Groot, who gave you a +1, and I used the wrong interrupt skill there. Oh well. And you successfully have battle music for the fight, and then and the kind of situation where it's like. And then you have some characters who are like kind of firing at it, and it's like, you fire, and has no effect. He's immune to bullets from the outside. And then Drax, I would like to enter his mouth because he has to be weaker from the inside. Weak from the inside, as the scouter skin must naturally be the strong part. Which honestly is actually how it usually goes in a lot of things. Usually it's weak on the inside, but strong on the outside. Jax, roll me athletics to leap into its maw as it opens up to consume you. You succeed? Okay, you successfully leap into its maw and begin making attacks into it. But you're going to be taking acid damage as you are in its stomach. And then basically what happened is Gore's like, okay, that sounds like a dumb idea that's going to get us all killed. I'm going to roll notice to see if it seems to have like an opening or a weak spot, maybe, or maybe if I can roll survival, maybe get an idea, maybe I know of this creature and a weakness has. Okay, roll me notice to see if you notice any weak vulnerabilities. Oh, you succeed. You can tell that it's you see a weak point of, actually no, that was Peter Quill. I think actually Star-Lord was the one who actually noticed it first. Star-Lord, you succeed, you roll a you see below its neck something else that already wounded it below the neck. That's potentially a weak point that you can exploit to kill it. And then you know, Quill, like the movie tells Gamora, okay, there's a weak point right like under its neck, like we need to get its head up. So and then basically and then you know, those two go fly, like take the move and fly in the air and be attacking from above, getting it to getting its attention with a loud noise and racket, maybe even a test if the Savage World case, to get it to look up, potentially. Depending on how, you know, your DM wants to make you rolls for stuff, instead of just making things work nicely. And apparently, oh yeah, that was the end of the road. Let's see, and then Gamora decided, just get ready to get a shot, but she forgot that she had actually used the last of her bullets. She pulls out her trusty sword, long sword, and she decides to, you know, do an epic badass thing, and she rolls she wants to make a running jump up using the beast's body above it, so she has to roll athletics to be able to success. Because in Savage Worlds there's no acrobatics and athletics; it's just athletics would fall into that category, really. Okay, you succeed your athletics. You're able to jump up, get into the attack. Make me a called shot on this wound. It's not too small. It's decently sized. So make it with a -2 on your called shot to be able to hit. And then she succeeds. And then in terms of Savage World, she gets exploding damage, which means basically her damage die gets maximum. They ace. And when they ace, they get to roll another one, and that one also in turn gets to ace. So she just gets massive amounts of damage. She just does massive amounts of damage. It's like, oh, you killed it in one hit. You as you jump up, your blade goes in, and you just slice through the previously invulnerable armor using that weak point along with your blade. And that is how the encounter went. There was maybe one round, if maybe 1 or 2 rounds, where they're kind of like messing around before they realized that they needed to find a weak point, instead of just blasting away. Which is why, you know, Gamora ran out of ammunition. Looks like we're being attacked from below as well by that dune burrower. Let me just deal with that. Interrupt that heal spell, so that way it doesn't take forever for us to kill it. I actually don't know if it's a spell or just a skill. But it is now dead. Easy clap. We're starting to see some of those enchanted arm. Wait, I can't go down this way either. Okay, so apparently this whole path is one big waste of time. I guess that's what happens when you explore. You find out these things. It's disappointing to find out that's actually reality, though. Okay, time to go the other way around. That one that's all the way back here. I'm tempted to just waypoint back and do it, but I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna get maybe I'll see a path down a little bit closer than the beginning section. You know, you'll see. Let's see, because that way actually looks like a way down right there. I think we could, right here, yep. Perfect, we did find a way down. We don't need to go all the way back to the start. We're not that desperate, are we? That one's dead. Perfect. Looks like there is some enemies over there if we wanted to kill them, but I'm already level 20. My henchies don't level up, so we don't need to worry about that. So this is where we'd be if we had kept, I think we went the other route, would be in this nice little river here, which makes me wonder if maybe that was the right way to go. Who knows? It's hard to believe it's already been 30 minutes. Oh, it looks like that this patrol goes pretty far, and I'd be surprised if it doesn't come. Yeah, I was about to say I'd be pretty surprised if it didn't come over here. This is how close it was getting. Hit us with a giant stomp right before it died. Like the first one did. That one almost got it off, but we killed it just in time. Itchy. Yeah, that was the kind of thing that made me think of that one. That's my background in you know, tabletop RPGs getting there. Yeah, I mean, though, admittedly, like, movies are kind of just like short campaigns, you know, where things go a little bit, where it's just all predetermined. You know, there's no agency of the players technically. That's one reason why if you ever want an idea for like a one shot or a campaign, that's one reason why you could take from a book or you can take from a movie or a TV series, because all of those, like, because those are all basically, you know, RPGs in of themselves. You know, just a little bit more condensed, and yeah, I don't think I'm making as much sense as I'm meaning. Perfect clumsiness worked out nicely. I'm now blind because this bow picked me out in particular to say, fuck you, I know you're a caster and I know this doesn't do as much, but I know how much you hate being blinded. I know how much you hate this, so I'm gonna make it happen. When you're a Marshall character and you don't have a Zura skin and you get blinded, it's just like, I am sadness. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We did it. Okay. Yeah, currently, my prog. I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this before, but I'm planning on making a Water Deep Dragon Heist kind of thing, and I decided that I'm gonna try getting it done with my with my current online group for the fun of it, and it's I'm just gonna, you know, interrupt that, and it's gonna be starting soon. I'm still trying to decide if I want 4 people or 5 people. I've honestly liked 4 people quite a lot because it makes things nice and streamlined in terms of combat and everything like that. But 5 people is something that I think is pretty doable as well. And 5 people does make it so it's like if 1 or 2 people are missing, it's not the end of the world, you know? We still have the majority of people there. Well, if it's like 2 people are gone and 4 people, that's half the group, it's like, why play at that point, you know? I should say half of the players, because, you know, I still count. Okay? Just because I'm the DM doesn't mean I don't count. Yeah, that's, see, even though they were attacking us, they were just standing there until I set my character to auto attack the enemy there. That's why it can be sometimes annoying. None of that now. I don't want your parasitic bond, whatever it does. I forget what that spell does. But I don't want to bond with an insect like you. Interrupt that. Yeah, that is a skill, not a spell. So yeah, that's the only one I can interrupt it. Apparently, there's a rock eater scarab that came up around here. I'm gonna cast empathy on him because he cast frenzy, which means that he's a whole buffet of empathy damage. Duneburr, the draw. Is that the Thirsty River right there? There's at least a place there. Apparently, hugging the edge of the scar Found us what we're looking for. Oh, there's more scarabs over there. You got it, guys. I'm sure of it. You don't need me. You don't need me. Cedric Rogers. Any relation to Steve Rogers? I'll just interrupt that. Perfect. Jade Mandible. Oh yeah, there's the thirsty river. We've arrived at our destination. We found the river. Gee. Alright guys, with that we have arrived at the thirsty river. And I'm going to call into this episode here. It's already like at least been 30 minutes. I don't want this to go too crazy long and definitely won't have time to do the whole mission. So I'm going to wish you guys a good day, night, evening, wherever you guys may be. And I'll see you guys next time. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, Rumble if you're on Rumble naturally. And take care.